watching a video on YouTube about the title is First 20 Minutes of a Nuclear Attack with Annie Jacobsen and Lex Fridman. There's no E, so it's Fridman, I believe, but I'm not gonna go into the wordplay. What I mean, it's it is the gist of it. They talk about, especially the female. I believe that's Annie Jacobsen, but she talks about how the wind, it could peel, destroy the skin, tear off the skin of your body, and it'll be third, even fourth degree burns. But I mean that's just pretty bad, right? That's very awful. But radiation as well, radiation burns, and the blast for a couple hundred miles. She says, I don't know how many miles. It would be like 30 feet of rubble from the buildings, and they show the footage of a nuclear blast. I mean, a nuclear bomb. I'm pretty sure it was some of the Midwest United States, because in the 50s and 60s, all the way to 90s, like to early 90s, someone must have said something or pointed out they stopped testing them, but they were testing them in the desert, and I'm not even gonna go into the premise how nuclear bomb and all of those celebrities actually they'll pay a lot of money like around Las Vegas and then watch a nuclear blast, but the radiation, it was airborne, and wind traveled, and I'm pretty sure the radiation, people got cancer from it as well. Actually, not pretty sure, it's documented. There's a lot, thousands of people got cancer from that. I was watching that, and it's an instinctive, like, I'm the F word, or I'm a coward, because I thought of that. That's a murder. That's a mass murder weapon. A lot of people call me a pansy and a coward for that. So I go, all right. So you just go in there, nuclear blast. I mean, and then they get scared. It's like, so what? You would do that to somebody else, right? But you don't want it to happen to you, right? It's just I'm the coward. Also, it's like, I'm not gonna go into probably like, you press a button, multiple buttons, and you launch a nuclear missile, right? But those individuals, what you wouldn't fight them face to face. You wouldn't steal route from them, but your government will press a couple buttons and you'll destroy millions of people, right? I'm the coward, and the audacity call me a F-A-G-G-O-T word, or F-A-G-G-I-T, however you spell it. The audacity call me that. You're that fucking tough. Well, the next time they test a nuclear weapon, maybe in the night you just walked right in there. You're so fucking strong. You're so fucking tough, right? But it's so tough for, any government, and you respect the government to launch a nuclear weapon, right? What if a nuclear bomb goes off on wherever you're at? Beyond, and it just tears the skin off your bones and shit like that. Call me that when I don't like that? You're gonna be tough, right? You're gonna enjoy that, right? You're gonna be a real fucking macho man, right? A real fucking powerful woman, right? Whoever you fucking idiots are. You treat like your life is a joke, right? Or like, you're so tough because, it didn't happen to you, and, you respect that you like that. It's boom, 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 and fucking evil and a disaster, right? So it happens to you sometime, right? If it was World War III, those things will go off. Not just one, multiple. And let's just say you survive, you didn't get the flesh torn off you by radiation, the wind from the nuclear blast. What, they said 20 years would be a nuclear holocaust. If multiples went off, you wouldn't be no vegetation. Presumably you live on the ground, you have a bunker, and you have sewer that you can wash yourself off if you go outside. Because it's polluted as well. The air would be polluted, nothing would grow. You wouldn't have sunlight. How long do you think it'll last in darkness or cloudiness? Couple months before you get depressed, sad, and maybe suicidal. But I'm a F-A-G-G-O-T, right? Because I don't respect that, right, you idiots? Just maniacal monsters, And the nuclear blast that they showed, I think that was a real one, but the ones they have right now, I don't know, they always develop a stronger, bigger one. Who knows what that, megaton bomb will do? I don't think you'll even see a blast. It'll just be like a light and just a fast wind. You won't even get to do anything. Who knows how many 100 miles? It's beyond disastrous, I mean, yeah, it's like, in the 40s, they did end the World War II, on Japan, but it's a sacrifice, and it should have been ended. U.S. had that technology. They should have taken it apart. Instead, they started practicing more bigger bombs. Especially in the desert. For decades, they did that. I already said people talked about it. Who suffered more from the nuclear weapons? U.S. citizens. Even the military, they were close to a blast. They died. They died of cancer, radiation poisoning. And a lot of people got cancer in the long term. The U.S. Killed more people with a nuclear bomb, their own citizens, than foreigners, statistically. How about, and I don't know how about, but what if water got poisoned through the radiation? There's nothing good with that. There's nothing good with that. And yeah, World War II, yeah, I believe it should have been quelled in a different manner. Attacking Japan terrified everybody, right? But, it's like, yeah, it's such supreme military power. You had to throw nuclear bombs, 2 of them. I'm pretty sure they could have been quelled differently, Was it also territorial? They didn't want to spend too much money on that. It was just a shock value. I even study, war tapes and how, it should have been, from a logical perspective, U.S. had a very big Navy as well, even though Pearl Harbor happened. I mean, I guess, a lot of people are nationalists, so some people respect that. What if you live in Japan, like, Hiroshima, or by Hiroshima? You're not part, you don't want conquest, you want to hurt people. But the nuclear bomb comes and you destroy, or you survive, and you live deformed for the rest of your life. What if you just were people of peace? What if it was you in there? If you think about that, you put yourself in that perspective, what would you call people that did that to you? Horrible. Monsters. Horrible monsters that, believe in extermination, extinction of their own kind, other kinds, other species of the world. Pretty much what that is. That's a megaton murder weapon.